Hey, Shalom Martins, Rakam Akapashim, Jim Islam, giving all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bah Hashem, Yahweh Shai, Hashem Chachadash. Want to give double honors unto the elders, the apostles of GMS, and Shalom out there to the hopeful elect, pushing truth in all sincerity. I got this news here, this tweet, should I say? We're putting on this situation, right? And from Iran Observer, got the blue tick, he must be verified, right? It says breaking. It says complete collapse of Operation Prosperity Guardian after France, now Spain and Italy withdrew from this US-led naval alliance against the Houthis. This is a major blow to global posture of USA, and the US must now confront the Yemenis with mighty Bahrain and the Seychelles, right? And it's trouble in paradise, man. This marriage, Esau's allies, man, they're not unified, man. There's no unity. There's no unity among Esau. These are meant to be allies, are meant to be friends, and all this type of business, right? They're meant to be in league with one another. All right, but it seems, and it's been evident, over the years that these relationships have become strained. They've become, degraded, right? And their allies don't want to. They don't really want to back them, man. They don't want to back what America's doing. Okay, they're acting more and more rebellious, and like I said, unwilling to do what they say. Because of the arrogancy and the pride of America, man. These their allies. They secretly hate them, man. The US are annoying. They find them annoying, and so you got guys just backing out of operations, man. They ain't working with these fucking these douchebags, and they up and left, So you had France, and we know they pissed off France, from that whole submarine deal that was meant to be going down with Australia because they hijacked that. So now they pissed off France. So now Spain and Italy. It's not looking good, man. Right? It's not looking good at all, man. But this all serves prophecy, man. This man, or beginning with America, he's Edomites, beginning with America, right? America is the place where the Lord is going to bring His great judgment against it, right? So America has to really fall out with the whole world, right? Not just their enemies, the heathen, but even their allies is going to turn on them and portray them because you've been dickheads, man. Let's be real, and they've had enough of following your tune, man, and being led by the leash, So that's what's going on, man. And eventually, like I said, according to prophecy, man, these men are going to turn their backs on America, man. All right. So I want to open up with this, right? This is Daniel chapter 2, verse 40. And the fourth kingdom, okay, which we're in, okay, the second part of the fourth kingdom, shall be strong as iron. For as much as iron breaketh in pieces and subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these shall it break in pieces and bruise, right? America, beginning with America, right? NATO, because America is the head of NATO, which NATO is America and basically these European nations, man. Italy, Spain, Britain, right? Britain got the Brexit, but they make up NATO. These European nations, they make up NATO, right? And they have the mightiest military on the planet, okay, beginning with America, right? So they are strong, but they're not united, right? And these fractures make them weak. America feels like it's able to, project its force and bully everybody because they have, they got their military and they got the back of the NATO. But it's not always going to be like this, man. And we've seen the cracks widening, And he goes on to say, subdueth all things, and as iron that breaketh all these shall it break in pieces and bruise. Whereas thou sawest the feet and toes, part of potter's clay and part of iron, the kingdom shall be divided. Okay, Esau's kingdom is divided. They're not unified, right? The elites, they're pushing together their new world order, but even so, even though they're all kind of on board with that, okay, really they're kind of jostling who's gonna, beware, what part people are gonna play in that, man. You know, so it's kind of, on the surface infighting. Disagreements being, being made, being had disagreements, right? So they're not together, right? And like I said, ultimately, what it's going to serve as is a springboard for the destruction of America, man, with their allies turning against them. Not only do they have, the heathen enemies, that they're going to war with, man, but also they got their own people to watch out for, man, because it's going to happen. Okay, we're going to get it in the scriptures. All right, but anyway, it says, but there shall be in it of the strength of the iron. And militarily, like I said, they still got NATO, so they can still use NATO and do this and do that to nations or whatever, right? For as much as thou sawest the iron mixed with miry clay, and as the toes of the feet were part of iron and part of clay, so the kingdom shall be partly strong and partly broken, right? And whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, they shall mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they shall not cleave to one another, even as iron is not mixed with clay. Right, so like I said, Esau he has heaped up all people unto himself, right? So he can control and use their labor, use them for work and taxes and all this kind of stuff, right? But even in these societies, man, we don't gel. We don't really gel, man. So everything about Esau's kingdom is fractured, right? Like I say, Esau can't even get on with Esau. Go, you know, nationally or internationally, So that's all part of this. Okay, what we seeing. Okay, part of the signs. Okay. And it's Matthew chapter 12, verse 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, right? So this is not a good look. This is a bad sign. Good sign for us, but but a bad sign for them. And obviously they're gonna try and project that they're still strong and this and that, and they're gonna bluff the shit out of it. Oh, we're still mighty America and this and that, and we don't care that they left. Who cares about Spain and Italy anyway? Who cares about France? They're gonna act like, oh, doesn't really matter, fuck them anyway. But it shows something. Okay, it's showing those cracks. Okay, it's showing weakness. Okay, to their actual enemies who they're fighting. It shows weakness. Something that people can exploit. Okay, it says here, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. And the writing's on the wall, man. We've been telling you for a long time. The writing is on the wall. Esau's kingdom, his rulership is coming to its end, man. All right? It said every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And Esau knows this because he does the same disruption, to these families, man. Creates divisions in the families with all these bullshit, man. Keeps the family, the family, the household weak. So Esau runs these operations and these tactics against people, but it's happening to he himself, right? And he's gonna try and front like nothing's happening. We're all right. We're America because of their pride and their arrogancy. But no, you're gonna get broken. You're gonna get broken down, just like you've broken down these families in the earth, man. Got all this rebelliousness going on. Verse 26, and if Satan casts out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Okay, and like I said, there's a clock ticking for Esau, and how much time he's got left, right? And we mentioned it's the same thing that's happened to all these kingdoms of the past, man. Okay, they rose, they achieved, accomplished some great feats and whatever, right? And as mighty and as big as they became, okay, they went down. Okay, and going down is a process of time. It doesn't happen just like that. It's a process of things. And we're just in the midst of that, in the midst of this kingdom going down. And all these are signs. These are not nothing. These are not nothing burgers, nothing events. Like, these matter. These types of things. All right. This is Daniel chapter 7, verse 20. And of the 10 horns that were in his head, and of the other which came up, before whom 3 fell, of that horn that had eyes, and mouth, and a mouth that spake very great things, whose look was more stout than his fellows, right? This little horn, or this, pardon me, this horn that's come out after the 3 have fallen. Okay, the 3 that fell were the British, the French, and the Spanish, okay, in the Americas, right? Before they won their, war of independence and became, independent, right? But America out of that became very proud. Okay, that's what it says. That's what it means by his stout was more. He was more stout. His look was more stout than his fellows. He's smug. He's a smug ass bastard, man. Because he knows he's got the power over those other nations, all the other nations, man, where he came out of. He's doing greater than them all, right? World War II fucked everybody over, man. But America was good, right? America, then started lending money to the world and helped them to rebuild, and they became in debt. And I said America built their military up, and it's just, it's mad. And they look down upon these other parts of his kingdom, these other Edomites, man, the Brits and all these types of things, and they're pissed off. Spain and France, and they're all pissed off, man, at how you've been treating them, how smug you're being, right? You're more arrogant than they ever were, right? So this is what he's speaking about, okay? It's Revelation chapter 17, verse 10. Oh, sorry, 16. I said, and the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, right? These shall hate the whore, right? It's the same thing. Same prophecies that we're speaking about, right? But it says, these shall hate the whore. These allies of America, right? Because the harlot is the one riding this beast with the 10 horns. Okay, this represents America. This is, in the other scripture, the other horn, right? But in this one, it's the woman. And these 10 horns which sits upon the beast, these shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Right? So these nations that are allied, they're supposed to be allied with America, i.e. Spain, France, Italy, and so on, right? They really despise them, man. They think they're pricks. That's why I just managed up and left out the operation, just left the US with Bahrain and whoever the other one was, right? To take on the Houthis. It's like, fuck this, man. We draw back. But yeah, it's becoming resentment and disdain towards America, man. And it's gonna get so bad, right? That it's gonna lead to this, right? I'm gonna read it again. And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall hate the whore. They shall hate America, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. Because these are all nuclear capable nations, and these European nations, right? They got nukes to use, right? And the Lord's got nukes he wants to use. He's going to use their nukes, right? So these men are going to shoot their nukes, right? At America, their so-called friends, right? As it goes on to say, it says, for God, the Most High Yahweh, have put in their hearts, in their minds, to fulfill his will, right? It's not about the will of man out here, right? It says, and to agree and give the kingdom unto the beast until the words of the Most High shall be fulfilled. And the woman which thou sawest is that great city, which is America, which reigneth over the kings of the earth, right? America is top dog on the planet. He's the one that dictates to other nations, what they should be doing, how we should be treating certain nations. Or, enemy of mine is an enemy of yours. You have to, put sanctions on them. Don't buy, don't do this, don't do that. Oh, you have to invade, and you have to come with us and do this and do that. Well, man, don't want to get caught up in your wars, man. It's like Germany during the Pan D and the energy crisis that was going on, man. They didn't want to cut ties with Russia, with their gas and stuff, man. That was gonna fucking kill them. But America didn't care. Russia's the enemy. We must crush them. And so you didn't care who was going to affect in Europe, because you ain't got to worry about your Russian gas. You don't need it. But them man in Europe, they fucking needed it, man, because them man are gone green. And they ain't enough fucking wind turbines to power their fucking countries, man. Renewable energy and shit. There ain't enough of it. And them man were reliant on Russian gas. But no, you have to cut off ties with them. You know, your people have to suffer. Like, you try to explain that to them. You know, and your citizens are fucking tearing up shit, man, because they're fucking cold, can't heat up food and whatever, man. Yeah, man. America don't care, all right. And the people are just getting sick and tired of being the dog on the leash, man. You know, because like I said, it's the whore that has the reins. You know, turning the beast where it wants. You know, and they're tired of it. This is Obadiah chapter 1 verse 2. It says, "Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen." Let me read up. Let me read from the top, right? There's a vision of Obadiah. Thus saith the Lord God, Yahweh, concerning Edom. Okay, which you so-called white people are, you're Edomites, right? So we have heard a rumor from the Lord Yahweh, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye and let us rise up against him in battle, right? So the Lord is riling up the spirits of these other nations, man, to rise up against America and engage with them, you know, be rebellious against them, you know, whether it be militarily, economically, or whatever, right? The Lord is putting that spirit upon them and to come against America, right? And like I said, you know, before we was talking about like cyber attacks and that kind of stuff, but it's no, you know, it's gonna lead into a full-fledged war, you know, with fucking tanks and guns and shit. You know, it's leading to it because the spirit's been, you know, put upon them to do that. That's why these men have been investing in the militaries more and more, different technologies, teaming up with Russia, teaming up with China, you know, trying to, you know, minimize the gap between them and America, because America got a fucking heavy head start, you know. But with, you know, bringing in allies and upgrading the technology, man, they're less, you know, this the gap's getting smaller, man. The weak are saying they are strong, right, and they're ready to take it to America, right. Verse 2 says, "Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen; thou art greatly despised." And like I said, you even despised among your own people, you know. But these other nations, man, they fucking hate your guts, man. All right, so the pride of thy heart has deceived thee. That arrogancy, okay, that you demonstrate to everybody, like, you know, that even your own people can't stand, right? It has deceived you, right? Thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high. You think no one could touch you where you're at, man. You think you think you're God, man. You think you're, you know, that no one could close that gap. Yeah, you're always gonna have it your way, you know. Burger King, yeah, but it ain't gonna be that way forever, you know. The Most High is gonna make sure. Right? It says, "Whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?" You don't think that they'll come. And these people, you know, these peons out here don't think it'll ever come either. They think it's absurd that America could ever be beaten. You know, they're so gassed up with all the bullshit, all the fronting. You know, they don't believe it can happen either. This is verse 4. "So though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and though thou set thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring you down, saith the Lord. If thieves come to thee, if robbers by night, how art thou cut off? Would they have not stolen until they had enough? If the great gatherers came to thee, would they not leave some grapes? How are the things of Esau searched out? How are his hidden things sought up? All the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee, your allies." You know, Italy, France, Spain, right? Your allies, your NATO. Like I said, they disdain. They have disdain for you too. It's not just your enemies, man. You know, and they're gonna play dumb. They're gonna, you know, play along. But the Most High gonna put that spirit upon them, man, and they're gonna press buttons, man. Okay, they're gonna be pressing big shiny red buttons and launching, you know, the most devastating weapons in their arsenal, right? To send over to America. That's what they're gonna do, right? So the men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and prevailed against thee. So they're gonna get the upper hand on you. These nations are gonna get the upper hand on America, right? They that eat thy bread, they're making money from you, man. They're, you know, doing business and that. They're eating. You know, that's why everyone, you know, on a monetary side, they love America. because they get to make money. All these merchants of the earth. That's why China be sending all their shit to America. Like, they're enemies, but they love doing business with America because they're making fucking money. They're sending so much fucking bullshit over there, and they're just buying it. They're just buying all types of shit from China or whatever, right? They love, in all these nations, they love dealing with America. Like I said, they making money. So they're eating off America. But that's not going to matter at the end. All these business, and that's not going to matter. Most are going to put the spirit upon these nations, right, to go, basically destroy it, right? So they that eat thy bread have laid a wound under thee. There is none understanding in him. So there's no convincing him or getting them to change their mind, because the Most High got that spirit upon him. There's none understanding. You ain't gonna change his mind. you know. Let me close out with this. This is from Isaiah 47, verse 7. And thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. This is the attitude of America, right? You'll be a pristine virgin. You're going to be, a beauty. You're going to be a beauty forever. You ain't going to get old. You ain't going to be defiled. No, you're going to get touched, man. The missus are going to rip through you, man. Ravage you, right? Until you're unrecognizable, man, literally. Because you're going to become a desert. So thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever. So thou didst not lay these things to thine heart. Like I said, you don't think no one's going to bring you down to the ground, right? Who shall bring me down to the ground? You don't think that's possible. So neither didst remember the latter end of it. All the things that you've done to the people of the earth, you didn't think that was going to, come back to you. You didn't think there was going to be no karma, as you put it, going to come back to you, man. You just thought it was going to be all good things, man, because you got the strong arm, right? Strong arm in these nations. You think, that your end is going to be great. But that's not how things work, man. Like I said, look at the empires of the past, man. They all ended. It all ends bad. It all ends terribly, man. It's like these fucking niggas on the street, man. They get to parade this lifestyle of selling drugs and doing this and doing all that, and it looks flashy. It looks good, right? Man, I got the cars, the women around them. Man, I fear them, and man, I getting their respect. But how does it end? How does it end most of the time? Man are dead or in jail. But that's America. These men are gonna end up dead and in slavery. So yeah, it's been looking good. Yeah, America's had its time in the sun. It's been looking good, but things are starting to fall apart now, man. The cops are closing in on you, man. I.e., the Most High, the angels, and the men of the Lord are closing in on you, man. Because time's running out for you. That's why you're in a rush, man. You're gonna start acting wild like my man Scarface, man. Man, it's acting wild at the end, man. It's gonna come to a shootout, man. You're gonna go all out, man. That's why Revelation 12 and 12 exists, man. They were coming through great wrath because you have but a short time. The walls are closing in on you, man, and you're gonna have to go out in a blaze of glory. But it's not gonna be no glory for you. It's gonna be absolute disappointment, But that's how it is, man. America ain't nothing good, man. Okay, it's gonna go out badly, just like how it started. Started badly, it's gonna go out badly. All right. All right. It says verse 8. It says, therefore hear now this, thou that are given to pleasures that dwellest carelessly, because your arrogance, right? That sayest in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me. Pardon me. So thou shalt not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children, right? You don't think America's gonna suffer from in the hands of other nations. Now, because you think you're the mightiest, man. You think you're the most high in this earth, man. You don't think you can be touched. Right? It says, but these two things shall come to thee in a moment, in one day, the loss of children and widowhood. They shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries and for the great abundance of thine enchantments, right? Because you thought those things were going to help you. It'll help you rule forever, man. And it just weren't going to work out, man. It says, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. You trusted in all this bullshit, right? All this witchcraft, right? Thou hast said, none seeth me. Because these elites, man, they work from the shadows. They work, behind closed doors and undergrounds and all kinds of stuff, right? and people don't see what they do, and they think they can get away with it. All the strings that they're pulling, people don't see the strings that are being pulled, so they assume they can get away with it because no one's going to hold them accountable. You know, but the Most High sees everything, man. Right? It says, thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it have perverted thee. Right? Because the wisdom and knowledge you got is not righteous, man. It's already of wickedness. So it's never going to turn out well. Right? It says, it have perverted thee, and thou hast said in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. You don't even think that, you don't even think the Most High can stop you. That's what you believe, right? That's why you're so bold as to, when Yahushua turns up, send your armies out there to fight him, thinking that you could stop him. Bro, that's that's complete foolishness, man. But you're desperate, so you're gonna have to do something, right? And that's why, like I said, you're gonna go out in that blaze of glory, but there's gonna be no glory because you're just gonna be just gonna be shamed. Okay, when the Yahushua comes, because you ain't gonna put up no fight. Let's be real, you ain't gonna put up no fight. You're just gonna get smoked. Quite literally, you're gonna get smoked, man. And the whole world's gonna see it and see how weak see how weak you are, man. This is verse 11. Therefore shall evil come upon thee, thou shalt not know from whence it riseth, and mischief shall fall upon thee, thou shalt not be able to put it off. And this means everything that's happening is inevitable, man. All these problems, all these things that are happening in the earth right now, all these things that are going wrong, that's all part of the Most High's will. And it doesn't lead to what you think, is your new world order, because you also want the chaos to establish order, right? But it's not your order that's going to be established by the end of this, man. It's going to be the Most High's order, or Yahushai's order, when he comes, right? You're not going to be able to establish your order, So, see, thou shalt not be able to put it off, and desolation shall come upon thee suddenly, which thou shalt not know. Stand now with thy enchantments and with the multitude of thy sorceries, wherein thou hast laboured from thy youth. If so be thou shalt be able to profit, if so be thou mayest prevail. Thou art wearied in the multitude of thy counsels. Let now the astrologers, the stargazers, the monthly prognosticators stand up and save thee from these things that shall come upon thee. Right? Because you've relied upon all these things up until now. Continue doing that, isn't it? Find out if it will work. See, behold, they shall be as stubble. Right? They're going to fail. They're going to be destroyed. Right? The fire shall burn them, and they shall not deliver themselves from the power of the flame. Right? There shall not be a coal to warm out, nor fire to sit before it. Right? So they ain't going to be able to deliver themselves, just like the Egyptians couldn't. This is verse 15. Thus shall they be unto thee, with whom thou hast laboured, even thy merchants from thy youth. They shall wander everyone to his quarter. None shall save thee. Right? So ain't nobody going to come and help you and prevent your destruction or prevent your fall. Ain't nobody going to do that, man. They're all going to be, in affliction as well. But ain't nobody really want to come and save you anyway, man. Because like I said, you've been a prick to everybody. Like I said, they're going to be a part of the reason why you're being destroyed. Right? They're gonna send their own missiles to destroy you. Like I said, these are all bad signs. This is not good for them. It's not good for them. So they can front about it. Oh, we didn't need them anyway, and all this stuff. We could do it on our own, and they can say whatever, however they want to spin it. They can spin it, but the truth is, your kingdom's breaking, man. It's becoming weak. Right? It's just a matter of time until World War III, gets down, man, and we're gonna find out how weak he is, man. Because people still believe in America, like they can beat anybody, easy. Not even hard work. No, you couldn't beat the Afghanistanis, bro, in the desert. You know what I'm saying? But you're gonna go up against Russia and America and Iran and all these types of things, and you think you're still gonna come out fucking smelling the roses, hunky dory? Nah. You're gonna get hurt. You're going to get hurt real bad. All these nations are going to get hurt, but America's going to get hurt real bad, man, because it's prophecy that, America's to be destroyed, man. All right? So, with that, Lord, it's been edifying, and I'll catch you brothers and sisters on the next video. So, till next time, I say shalom.